When it comes to evaluation for recruits, whether high school or transfer portal, ultimately you make a lot of the final decisions on who you're taking on defense. How do you balance, high production on film with a player that may not be as productive, but has all the intangibles, has the long arms, could run really well, but like he's not performing super well? How do you balance that trade-off when you're taking players?
I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier to do in the NFL than it is in college. Yeah. When you're evaluating in college kids, they're more prepared, they're more developed. At the end of the day, there's some guys you develop, but a lot of guys you just plug and play. Yeah. When you're evaluating these high school kids, you really have to look at, okay, take away the rest of the film. Let's look at that individual. How can that individual help us? Because a kid might have crazy stats, but who's he playing against? How is he being used in this scheme versus a kid who's being used completely different, not being in a position to make those plays, but 5-6 years down the road, he might be a better player. Yeah. So, there's a lot of, you have to project, there's a lot of development, and that's really been the biggest change for me coming from the NFL to college is really the evaluations. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything when you turn a player's film on that you look for right away to say, like, this guy can play on our defense?
Just effort and just ultra competitiveness. I used to say I only want guys who love ball, and I've just coached enough guys in the NFL that, I don't know if they love football, but they love competing. It doesn't matter what they're doing, they're just ultra competitive. So I just want guys who play hard and compete.
Real quick, before we get back to the podcast, I got to tell you guys about our new sponsor, Ekrin Athletics, man. Ekrin is one of my favorite products I have ever tried, one of my favorite sponsors of this podcast. Their new percussion massager is elite. The Kestrel percussion massager just launched, and it is their best massage gun yet. And I've tried a lot of these guns. There are several upgrades over their previous guns, which were already considered among the best available. This massager is extremely powerful, and it gives a deep tissue massage. Its angled handle design makes it easier to get to more areas, and the scrolling wheel makes it easy to adjust while you're using it. It has 6 speeds and 6 attachments, so you can really tailor it to your needs and to your muscle group you're targeting. I wish I had this when I was playing. I probably would have avoided some injuries, been more ready to play on game day, and recovered faster. Best part, I have a promo code for all of you to try Ekrin and their new massage gun. Use promo code NEXTUP for 25% off all orders on Ekrin Athletics. That's promo code NEXTUP for 25% off all orders. And guys, supporting our sponsors helps me a ton. So go support Ekrin Athletics. Use that promo code NEXTUP for 25% off your orders. What's your recruiting pitch for anyone to come play on defense here? You guys have been crushing this class, in the recruiting trail. What are you saying to high school recruits?
Our staff, I feel like we don't try to pitch anything. We try to be ourselves. We want the players to get a feel for who we are as people. And when we get them here in this building, we want to show them what we're doing on defense. Because I do think what we're doing on defense from a schematic standpoint, from a culture standpoint, is a little bit different than the other schools that they're talking to.